So if they break that 20 and that 18, you're gonna get more momentum coming your way.
Focus like a laser. You are a winner in it all. You will trade well and be profitable and consistent.
Hey, good morning, Brad. Good morning. All right, so what we're seeing here is this channel. Kawhi, good morning. Thank you, man. Good morning. Welcome to the room. Enjoy yourself. And let's make it happen. Todd, good morning. Mike, good morning. Break below 1830, 300. I mean, yeah, that's the big key right here. See, the market is consolidating here very tightly against support, right? But if we break anything under 318, we're going to see selling pressure coming in. There's a captain set up short on the 70 NT Rinko at 340. So that's going to be a catalyst for some pressure throughout the day. And that's going to be the pivot point that we're going to measure how the market is moving here as we open. So keep an eye on this formation right here. See that captain setup? That's a major behavior right here. And that's a topping behavior where the market hits the high, hits the second high, makes a captain setup, retests it, sells off. So as long as we stay away from 358, these patterns are shortable. And the target is 300. You break it, you got the 50, then the 200. You're going to break Globex at 279 and then go from there. So the 58 right here is the area where the market needs to hold from the opening range that we're going to be having here in a minute. Three minutes. Good luck, everybody. Very nice, very nice, very nice selling pressure. I mean, that's kind of what we were expecting here. That captain setup that I'm talking about is significant, and you're seeing that break of this behavior. So the market with the opening range is selling off, and you're getting another switch trade right here. So that's another behavior that is short. Actually, we should be bursting lower. There you go. You should, yeah, you should be out. I mean, that's just you're at a whole number right here. That's a good one. All right, 1 minute, 1 minute. Good luck, everybody. Happy Friday. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. We are in a channel, and that channel is on the downside. We're hitting harmony zone number one, which is the support at 304 to 294. I'm expecting a little bit of a counter trend here as we open. Here we go. We should get a little bit of a burst of energy here. Ultimately, the market is a two-sided market, and there's pockets of buyers and sellers. We have, I mean, pockets of buyers, shorts and longs. They're fighting off in the neutral zone right here. Sayed, good morning. So, okay, so sellers coming back in, and what we're seeing here is a captain setup switch trade short. As long as we continue to trade above under 330, we should be seeing more pressure coming in to the system. We're in the middle of the range, so most likely we're going to oscillate within this neutral zone between 304 and 320. They'll sell the top end of it and buy the bottom end of it around the whole number. You want to keep trading under 330 and 340. The market is a two-sided market. Globex is 279. Here you go. So they're bringing it back into close to 300. And they're going to keep doing that for a little bit. That's expected. I mean, yeah, here we go. Charles, welcome to the room. Thank you for the follow. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing congestion here. I mean, you got to give this market a little bit of time. 15 minutes to half an hour, the first hour. Let's see what kind of personality we're getting here. I mean, if we end up closing anything under 303, then the market will start taking on a lot more sellers. You don't want to see 58 if you're trying to get short. If you break anything above 41, which we just did, That puts the market in a straight into this channel, and that channel has targets, and the major target of the whole rotation is 379. Okay, so the 303 will trigger shorts, and now the pullbacks are viable till that's proven. You got a target all the way to 379. Marty, good morning. Good morning, Marty. How are you, buddy? Let's make it happen today. Let's go. Okay, so they broke that channel. All right. I mean, that's fine. I mean, you're getting volatility. Pullbacks are buyable till proven otherwise. You don't want to see, oh, yeah, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see 302 either. If that happens, then yeah, here comes the 302. Yeah, we're going to get some sellers coming back in here. Yeah, that first 15, 20 minutes, all I got to do is just spend some time learning the price structures. So they're coming back to support and running into this area right here. Okay, so there's a lot of zigzag price action. It's a good idea for us to just spend the time learning this. And so the market is just spending time between those two zones, harmony zone number 1 and 2, and back in. That's a negative behavior. What they just did here is very negative behavior. So let them run back up into the 16, 17, and if they put on a short behavior, we'll take a look. Like we should run back up here a little bit, and I'm gonna use that to look for a short. Nah, not even close. That's a switch trade short. That move, that reversal that they did, yeah, that was and the retest of it. A reversal is 279. We get to 279. Yeah, it is violent. So you have to kind of try not to DCA in any of this stuff.
Order submitted.
Ah.
Order filled.
See how they're just really all what they're doing right now is tagging. They're tagging this neutral zone, and they're just churning people right through it. Okay, so that's the top end and the bottom end are sold here, bought here, sold here, bought here, just constantly doing that. Initially, they did that for a little bit, and they took a long rotation. They broke that long rotation at 328, and now they're doing the same thing but on the downside. And they're trying to trap here, okay? And if you look at the 100 NT Rinko, we're literally in the middle of the range. So that's just the behavior that is consistent with the middle of the range kind of behavior, where they're pausing, rotating, and building stops. So the best thing that you could do here, either long or short, because the market is giving you both. Okay, it's a two-sided market. It's not a directional market. Is to scalp the edges with the minimum number of contract and keeping it tight as far as the stops. Okay, the shorts have a very solid formation that we need to be very aware of. This captain set up short right here that got tested again. So this 350 is going to be a significant level. As long as we're trading under that 350, 358, all these rotation that we're seeing right here has a negative disposition. And a break below 300 is going to really push to the 60s, 50s, and potentially down to the 200. So as long as we continue to trade under that 50, and the longer time we spend rotating that way, okay, the higher chance that that scenario will materialize. But this current candle that we are in need to close below the 300, and by them doing that is gonna get us into that flush. So if I'm waiting for a certain thing to happen, I will wait for the 96 and a quarter to show up, and then the idea of getting short and holding on to it will gather a whole lot more steam. Okay. And they keep hitting the top end of harmony zone number one. Negative behavior. We still are in the channel on the upside right here on this 20 NT Rinko. The 200 and the 100 are in sync, so that's why we need to see that 96. Like I don't want to go short right here. I don't want to buy it right here. It's consolidating. You break the 96, we got something. uh, ES is a lot stronger, and that is very significant, Oscar. That's very significant too. You need a sell-off in ES in order for things to start moving in the right direction, which is the short 96. You get to 96, we got something going on here. First 15 minutes, half an hour. It's going to be crazy town. And we want to see what they want to do here. Don't break the 50. You have a shot at a short. You have a short signal on the 40 NT Rinko at 13. So let's see, and a stop at 29. So you don't want to see that stop happen. Okay. All right. Like we said, the 50. Don't break that 50. So they're continuing this behavior. That's what they're doing. They're just, they buy harmony zone number 2, sell harmony zone number 1, and they're just doing this number. Sometimes they take it a little bit further, either up or down, but they keep doing that. And they're trying to build stops above and below the market. Here they go, they bring it back in. They're gonna try the 50. I mean, that's what it looks like they're trying to do here. They're trying to 50. The 96 is the critical level. Here comes that 50. We're gonna go back to that rotation. So we cannot break the 66. We cannot break the 74. That would be the resistance level. There is one scenario in which they would break it, then come back and fade that whole structure. Okay, so that structure right here. Let's see if I can see similar structures to explain it. Well, here you go. I mean, that's a captain set up long. They run it up, then they sell right under it. Okay, so that if they do something, they constantly do things like that. Let's see another one. Yeah, look at that again. Same exact thing. Okay, they ran it up just a tad bit, came back and sold off significantly. So here, what they could do is they could run it up to above that 75, then come back in and fade that whole structure. Okay, so we'll see. I mean, this is us learning the market this morning. Now we have the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side, and they got in sync on the long side at 28. Dipped one more time, generated a channel, never broke the 96, and started to rotate higher. The swing trade target is 379. It hasn't changed really. Okay, ES, look at ES. If we break 82 and a half, that will be a captain setup short on ES right here. And that will lend itself to a reversion to the mean type of price action, which can take us all the way down to 51.7675. And that behavior will push NQ lower. So if we start seeing 82, here we go. Here we go. So that's, and yeah, that's a signal on ES. One of the targets and the stop to it is 85.75. 85.75. Well, you got the captain setup, right? Yeah, they're pausing here on NQ. They generated 82 and a half to 80.75 run. We you just need to see a burst of energy in ES, and that's going to affect NQ, and you're going to pull back. Ultimately, as long as the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side, that's the direction. Okay, just I have to be aware of ES and how it's behaving right here, because that is a short signal typically will go 77 half off of it. They may come back and retest the 84. We'll see. See that right here? Captain set up short. They came back up there, tested it, then the market sold off in a massive way. So that's kind of what we're seeing here. Any entry here at 82.75 has a stop at 85.50, and then you're looking for that push. NQ is not cooperating at all with that idea. Not even slightly. If we break, here we go. If we break 48, captain set up short on. Okay. That's what the market wants to do. Okay. So they took out that stop. Yeah. So that target got hit, and now the next target on the swing trade basis is 404. .404 is the target of this rotation. Hey Shingo, good morning. We got 3 minutes to the top of the hour. Yeah, the longs are just, I mean, that's just what they're doing right here. 404 is the swing trade target. Harmony zone number one is 350 by 40. Harmony zone number two is 25 by 15. They had a chance right there at 82 and a quarter ES to really break it to 77, and they rolled over that signal. So you're getting 200 and 100 that are in sync on the long side, and that happened right at 320, 328. So I gotta see more of this market, but the longs are in charge. Couple of attempts in the morning at selling off, but it was just not. Kept getting rolled over. No trades for me so far beside the morning trades, and I'm just wanna spend that first half an hour making sure I'm in sync with this market. Here we go, 9 o'clock. So what's the personality that's the market giving us right now? I mean, that's what I'm looking at. Long 404 is a target. We're not too far away from it. You would expect a little bit of pause here around that 400. Yeah, considering it's a whole number, but the longs are in charge. They demonstrated multiple places where the pullbacks are getting bought, or if there's a sell signal, they're running it over that big 70 NT Rinko captain setup. We said we don't want to see the 50 or the 58, and now you're running right through all that structure. So that's another rotation that the market kind of ran through. It's gonna happen. Target is 404. All right, next target is 429. Harmony zone number 1 is 379 by 369, and 354 by 44 is harmony zone number 2. Pullbacks are buyable. We are at target number 5 in this sequence. Target number 6 is actually 440, which is an outlier event. Like right here, you would expect a bit of a pause as we get closer to target number 6, 440. We have the target of 429 on a swing trade basis. Pullbacks are buyable. All right, so the next target is 429, and we're coming to the middle of the range for the first retest we've seen. If we see another break to 400, we're going to get a little bit of pressure. The market is by the pullback. So on ES, we hit a target, and that target is target number 4, 51.93. And pulled back. These pullbacks are buyable. Target is 429. Now it's again anything under 400 or 97 can be an issue for this structure, but as long as that doesn't happen, we should be pushing higher. Target coming up 429. All right, all right, all right. What are they doing here? Okay. I mean, the longs are in charge. There's a technical damage that just happened. They're testing harmony zone number one. You're getting a bit of a pullback. This is the most, decent pullback since that run up. As long as 390 is holding, then we can build up a higher low, and the market is just gonna go back and fill a little bit, which is natural for them to do that. Maddie, I'm responding to Marty. I'm responding back to you. Sorry, if we break under that 400, that's an issue. That's an issue for all these formations up here. That means the market is just, you know, coming back and backing and refilling 390. All right, so they keep hitting support, which is 405 to 395. The longs are still in charge. The big target is 454. Till proven otherwise, if we break anything under 390, then we will go into a two-sided market where the shorts can get a little bit active and see some results. But till then, all these pullbacks are buyable, and the bigger target is 454. Yeah, they're even putting on some signals on the 30 and the 40 NT Rinko. Okay, so here we go. Target is 454. It's I mean it's a long market, Sayed. It's just a function of how you enter that market. But I mean the direction is clear since that break back up at 328. The minute we did that, the market was directional. We'll see here. We big line in the sand is 400. It will trigger a lot of short rotations the minute we break back down into 400. So just keep an eye on that. And the 390 90 is the next level in. Switch trade right here. They're pulling back. Excuse me, my system paused for a second. See how close we got. How close we got. 400 is critical. Yeah, they're coming in hard here. Yeah, this is a captain set up short on the 70 in Tirinko. I'm gonna have to get aggressive and start getting short in multiple levels, and I'm gonna take some risk here if they give it to me. So that's the 95. I hope to see a little bit of a rally so I could get in. Market is out of sync, and we're getting a lot of rotations on the short side. That 4,400 was it. And I'll show you why I'm saying that here in a second. If I can't get filled, I can't get filled. I'm not going to chase it. But that was the trade right there. I mean, right here on this bounce, I need to see different price structures here. So I'm not going to just be up here. All right, so quickly, so we could go back into captain set up short at 402, and the 400 break is gonna give you some momentum. Then two spots. This spot here, it's a captain set up long that got reversed with the switch trade at 403. Then you got a captain setup switch trade long here on the 30 NT Rinko and got rolled over under 402. So there's a whole lot of clustering of price action that if you break, it was just literally flush. And that's kind of what we saw, and that's why the 400 and the 403 were very critical. Now it would have been helpful if I got filled, right? But let's see if we okay, so now here we're gonna do the same game that they've done before, right? Where they get in to harmony zone number one, run it up to, I mean, to two, then you go to one, then come back to two, then go back to one. And you're just gonna do that for a little bit of time. This is the market in rest. And I'm looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity on a scalping basis only. If we break under 354, then you're getting a structure that could support a swing trade short. Right now, it's scalping till proven otherwise. And the fact that we're at the bottom end of this rotation, I'd like to see a rally back up. I wouldn't be surprised if we go back and retest 400 off this low that we're seeing right here. Okay, so just watch for that. Nope. How's everybody doing so far? Adam, Brad, DJ, Khaled, Marty, Matthew. I know Matthew made a big one. Mike, Sheila, Steven, Sayed. Okay, I like that. I like the hopeful part. See, I mean, it's like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we go up to that 400 and retest it one more time. Marty's doing okay. 40, okay. Adam's doing okay. So they're playing the same game, which is just rotate between those two zones. Okay, Mike took a short, made some money on that rotation. Yeah, that one was that was a clear one. A whole lot of clustering of price action. So we're basically in this zone right here. So they're selling the part where we're close to 400, and they're buying the 70s to the 80s. What I'm looking for is the following. I need to see prices under 37 and then rally back up, and I'm going to look for a scalp short. Okay? If the market goes above 415 and pulls back, then that would be resumption of the long. But we're running into that captain setup. But we've seen it today where they ran right through it. So, but I will be looking for a long at that point. So 37, run back up. 415, pull back. Yeah, you got to break the 37. I mean, the 78, excuse me. Okay. You break the 78. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Here we go. They're trying again. They're trying again. They are trying again. But that rotation in the middle of this neutral zone is, and we hit it. Okay. So now I'd like to get a rally. Or are you just going to flush it without me? Are you? Are you trying to flush it without me? Captain set up switch trade on the 70 NT Rinko. It has a stop above 93. I need rallies to short into this market. And we spun it into a close of the 200 NT Rinko. The next target is 329. Need to get in. Need to get in. Can we get to 370? Maybe. See, that's unfortunate right there. That 78, I mean, I knew that was a critical level. I was hoping to see one more counter trend. I mean, counter move up so I could get in. No love on that one. Let's see if we can get a retest of harmony zone number 1, which is 380 by 390, and see a lower high, and then we will look for an entry. Man, sometimes in some of these markets you just have to kind of just jump in. But I'm allergic to go in market. I have to see I'll run up in, a counter and I'll get in it. Here we go. I'll take it at 10 points. It's gonna go a lot further though. I'll try to see if I can get another rotation back up, but and this is gonna go. Yeah, I know it, but it's okay. I'll take some profits and kind of move on. That's a beauty though. That's a beauty. It is a beauty. Yeah, you made 200 200 20 points. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, that's where I'm kind of at here. That's that trade right here at 215. I traded early on at 4 o'clock in the morning. So that's these trades, and this is the trade that you guys just saw right here. So 215. So we're up 1,000, and let's just keep working. No problem, Adam. Good job. 20 points. That's good. And what it is, Marty, you're seeing these first touches to harmony zones number one when the market is in sync produce high probability reactions. So keep an eye on that type of behavior. I'm saying it to everybody, but since Marty is the new guy, the new guy here, gotta make sure we take care of him. Yeah, that had a whole lot more going for it. Okay, so an important level is 75. I don't want to see 75, and I'll show you why here in a second. 75. You don't want to see 75, and they're gonna take it there too. If we see 75, we're gonna go back into the 90s and the 400s. Very possible, at least. So really, they gotta hold the line here. And the odds that since we were so close that we will cross it. Yeah. Man, that's just so close. So close. Yeah. Okay. Look at that. See this formation? Captain set up short. See this formation right here? Captain set up. God dang it. Hold on. Captain set up long. So what's happening is the market is pegging those two sides, and they're gonna bring the market to the middle of the range. So unless we go in this candle or the follow-up candle, we go below 46, meaning reverse and start heading south, this thing is going to go to 400. Okay, so me trying to get short is on a pause till I see a break below that 44 or a rally that fails. So that's why 75 is important, because it completed that rotation. Okay, that doesn't mean I haven't seen them do that before, but that's what I'm gonna have to wait to wait for. Yes, Adam. So you're gonna see that rotation back to 290 and 400. It's a natural trap that they will build right here. And if I was paying closer attention like I should have, I would have seen that ES had a captain set up long at 84.75. Okay, so we got the 90 from the 75. I mean, they're pausing it here. I get it. All right. So there's two levels now. The first level is 58. The second level is 49. So 58 will get the shorts back engaged. Okay. Otherwise, we're gonna see 400, and the market's structuring itself for a bounce right now. Okay, against that 75. One, two, three, four, and yeah, you don't want to see 70 either. So 70 and the 58 and the 49, all these levels need to hold, and we'll see 400. Switch trade long right here. ES, if it goes back up there and closes at 88 half, we're going to get a burst of energy upward. Retesting the top end of Harmony Zone number 1, which is resistance, but there's a lot of things going on here. We should see a burst of energy. We just need to get ES to really close that candle up. And the price is 88.5. We need to see 88.5, then we'll see energy come back in at 95, and here it comes. And that's why the 75 was an important level. What did you call me the other day, Adam? The wick whisperer. No mustache. I got rid of the mustache, by the way. My wife threatened to leave me. It's too expensive. It's an expensive mustache. All right, so we got to the 400, and that's like, and that's kind of what's expected from this kind of rotation. Now we can start looking at the next step of this process, which is the fact that they brought it back in, and if we close under 65, the shorts are back in the game. Yeah. Now they're back in the game. All right. So, what does that mean? Two things got to happen. One of them is break the 55, rally back up. I'll start getting short again. Damn it. Yeah, that's a good one right here. And here we go again. Oh boy, yeah. Look at ES. Captain set up long into this rotation. Captain set up short. So they literally reversed it into that 400, and boom, sold it. That target was 329. Our target is 329 on the swing trade basis, and the fact that we broke all these structures tells me that the any rally right here is gonna be shortable. And here it comes. Boom. We hit that target in this area. There's a good chance that they're going to rally this market. I mean, see this selling pressure right here? It's good, but we're going to get a rally. Why? Because we're at the top end of the Globex band, and this is the first touch of it. So just be conscious of that. I mean, right now they're just slicing right through it. But 304 is the target. Yeah. So you could see what I'm talking about here. See that zone right here? That's a 100-point zone from 28 all the way down to that 228. When you first touch it for the first time, you're going to get a reaction and typically a counter trend. And that may be what we need in order for us to reload on the short side. But just be conscious that you don't get short in it, because it's very susceptible for that type of behavior of bounce, bounce, bounce. Yeah. And the market will spend some time in this area too. Yeah, I need that one, right? I need to write something. Trading in harmony. Understanding the minefields of the futures market. And there's plenty of minefields, that's for sure. All right. Hyper focus. Let's look for the next rotation. And target is hit. Next target is Globex 279 is the target. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Yeah, they're gonna bounce it right back up here into the 330 and potentially the 340. Or if they put a captain setup, I'll jump in. Yeah, they're not gonna even entertain me, even slightly. I gotta cancel that order. Damn it. Yeah, that was a captain setup short right there. Rallies are shortable, guys. Rallies are shortable. Adam is saying, well, God damn. Don't do this to me. 79 is the target, right? Hey, here you go, Mr. Adam, with 83 points rubbing it in my face. Hey, you saw my order out there, man. They were not having boom, target is hit, and we're looking at 254, 42 points. Stop bragging. Nobody likes a bragger. 254. Doc BC, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, that's a good one to hold on to. Ooh, doctor. 254, target, 254. And target is about to get hit. Here we go. Give me your money back. A lot of small stops. Okay, so now we're gonna be dancing around Globex, right? Watch this area. This is a very congested, consolidated area, and they're gonna spin their wheels here for a little bit, which means that you're gonna see a run-ups, then fades back into it, and you're gonna see what looks like a sell-off, and the market is gonna go back into this chop zone. It's notorious, and especially after a major move. And this sell-off is a major move. So you're going to see a lot of this type of rotation, and you're better off just leaving this spot alone. And wait. Okay, if you're going to wait, I mean, what are you waiting for? You want to see 320. You want to see prices under 240. I mean, the bias is on the short side. I get it, but we've been here before like a million times, right? We know what they do here. This chop, 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 slap people around, chop, chop, chop. It's just, unless you can like play the edges and be quick with small stops, then that area, you're better off just leaving it alone. Now you're doing something. You're going somewhere today, this weekend. You finished good, right? You're stateside right now. You're in LA. Yeah, that's what I figured. Time to go back home, huh? Cool. Well, that's the difference between the beach in Mexico and terrible traffic. Exactly. I'll take the beach every time. I may have to come down to Mexico and visit you, man, one day. Ah, nah. So when you have the hookup like Adam, there's nothing dangerous. He knows all the cartel. So we'll be good. No, I'm just joking anyway. Now, I was in Puerto Vallarta not too long ago, and I tell you what, I enjoyed every bit of it. It was beautiful. Blue beach, the beachfront incredible. People are nicer. I mean, they're as nice as you'll ever find anywhere. Food is great. So we're getting here what we expect to get out of it. Like this area, we're getting from it what we should expect out of it, which is good. And there's another thing that worthy of note is this rotation right here, which is they put a captain set up short and ran it over. So that means that the whole structure here is a buy structure between that 66 to that 70. Okay, so they're gonna drop in it, give you the impression of a sell-off and run back up, and they play those games often, and it's a sign of resting around glowbacks till we get out of this area. I'm definitely not playing this game, So I mean, I could scalp it and I could figure out the edges of it, like right here. You can get short for a small little drop into the 60s, with a tight stop. Then you're going to get a reversal back up. And they're going to play that game here for a little bit. Here comes the 60, and let's see if they hold it. Okay, well, that's good. So they closed that target finally. And now we're getting a little bit more separation, which is good. That's we want to get out of this zone. Okay, so they're gonna rally it back up. We're gonna see how far, and start looking for entry points. I'm gonna step away for just a moment. Get some water. I'll be back. Continuation of the selling pressure right here against Globe Expand. We're hitting 204. That's the next target. Target is hit. Next target is 179. Rallies are shortable in this carnage. Selling pressure to 179. 179. That's the target. Target is hit. Next target 129. 129 coming up. I know. I know. It is what it is, but that's what the market is doing. Violent. And it's quickly. Yeah, it's coming in quick. Yeah, we should go back into that 90 to 100. Yeah. The market is out of sync. The market is out of sync. So now we're getting a two-sided market, and the longs are bringing the price back into the neutral zone. Yes, we're back into Globex. I mean, back to this area of choppy consolidation from the selling pressure. So you have Harmony Zone number one at 159 by 162 as a resistance and 65 by 68. Um, we should be seeing consolidation here in this area. So what is the market doing here? A couple of things. One of them, I mean, obviously we see all that running up business. The 200 and the 100 flipped completely, and we hit the bottom end of the Globex band and kind of came back into support. So the market is trying to make a base, and this base will be a violent base. So it's going to be a lot of this back and forth business. ES, like I said, we're trading around the range in and around Globex. You need a break above it and or below it, 154 or 164. You got to clear that area. Captain set up short right here. That's another sell signal. It's a fast market, guys. So just be careful. Trying to manage your risk with 6 points or even 10 points in this environment, with that many rotation and fast price action it's a little bit of a challenge. So if you're trying to be tight with your stops, you're gonna end up seeing a whole lot of rotations in the same spot like this right here. I mean, that would have chopped people up left and right and center. Okay, so you may want to maybe cut your size, maybe go to micro, and give yourself a little bit more room, but the same dollar value of your stop, so you can better interact with this market. We're seeing them buying harmony zone number one, which is support, selling the bottom end of the Globex band. So we're in that range, and we're trading in and around Globex on ES, and there's, that's the rotation we're in, and we need to see a 190 will disconnect this market, and 235 will get another run up at 254, then back to retest 79, which is Globex. So it's not unreasonable to see the market go back up to 279 after making this massive move. It would be a natural, retesting. Okay, so either 190 or 235, and based on that, we'll make our judgment on which direction to go. There's a captain set up long on the 30 NT ring, on the 40 NT Rinko at 224. Yeah, they keep playing that game. I mean, see how consistent them hitting that level and coming back in. So the 190 is a good possibility as long as we chew through that 200. And it's not going to go without a fight, by the way. They're going to come here, bounce it back a couple more times, most likely. They always, they do this exact kind of behavior in and around the neutral zone, and from time to time they do it between support and the bottom end, or resistance and the basically the bottom end of the Globex band or the top end of the Globex band. So those are the three spots where you see a very distinct consolidation pattern. There's a captain set up short on the 50 NT Rinko at 209. So the story behind the shorts are gathering. They're gathering a little bit of momentum here. Okay, so now we're in the neutral zone. You're seeing what I'm saying here? So that's why right there, that captain setup. Let's pull that back up. You're gonna see this like a million times. All right, captain setup short on the 70 NT Rinko, and you got that behavior. So I wouldn't be surprised if we come back to retouch the 60s. I mean, we're already there. And get close and bounce right back up. And this is it right here. See? It's like exactly what I'm talking about. That's you see these people do the same exact thing over and over and over. You just get a sense of what they're all about. It's all it is flushing and retesting, flushing and retesting. And they'll probably take it back to 190 to 200 and consolidate there for a little bit. Here you go. Very predictable. Now you see them probably go to the 207 and then pull it back. How did we end up doing? How did we end up doing it, Matthew? To the tick. To that tick. Let me see that. 207. Boom. Sell off. Good job, Matthew. Good job, man. Yeah, today we're not gonna have an extended session, guys. Even though the market this week 38K, well, good for you. Good job, bro. You swing volume, so that's good. So we're seeing this back and forth in the middle of that range. The 200 is in the 200 and 100 are out of sync. As long as we trade under 228. 228 is the critical level, which is way above harmony zone number 2, which is resistance. That harmony zone number 2 is 204 by 214. So as long as we do not go past this point right here, and ultimately the 28, then these rotations will end up resolving themselves lower. And the next target is going to be 129. Okay? So that's kind of the structure of the market. But they're spending time buying here and selling up here. And they're making lower highs, 1, 2, and potentially this is the third one. And if that sticks, then you're going to get a push lower. Okay? So the structure of the market remains short, and they're in a consolidation. I know if I'm short, I'm looking at 205, I'm looking at 215. I want that to hold, and then the 228 is actually will produce a captain setup long if we break that level. So that's like an uncle point for any short position, and the pressure's still on. Like after this massive selling pressure, we got one candle reversal, then we got another one, and now they're testing it and they're fighting for it. So if we're doing the same thing and looking at ES, I mean ES is actually even more clear, but I'm gonna state the obvious here, because what you got is a captain setup short, a switch trade, testing glowbacks, lower high into the next target. So that's basically what we're seeing, and the market is reacting within that short channel. So, like literally we just talked about it, and I mean I should be trading it versus talking about it. But that lower high right there, you got a harmony wave along with it, and then poof, flush. So before I get off here, Marty, how we doing, buddy? Mike, Sheila, Sayed, Khalid, how is Khalid doing? DJ, man, I don't hear from you, man. What's going on? Is it something I said? I hope not. You've always been active, talking and engaging, and I loved it. Maybe you're just busy. Adam, I know Adam is taking off back to Mexico, so he's gone. Okay. Shingo, that's good. Anything is better than nothing, right? Good job, Sheila. It's a Friday. It's been the most active Friday I've seen for some time. which is really good, but maybe that's a sign of things to come. All right, shorts are engaged. Shorts are engaged. It's to 1109. Man, they're selling this bad boy. Man, I hate to kind of cut the stream not short. I mean that's usually our regular hours at 11:09. But I have to. My wife's birthday is today, and she's coming in 15 minutes for lunch. I gotta go take her to a nice lunch for her birthday. So as much fun as we're having here, gonna have to call this one a day. Thank you, Sheila. We'll see you guys bright and early Monday morning, and today is a good day. I think that's kind of where we are at. Thank you, Shingo. Appreciate it, man. That's where we at for the day. It's 1,038, and the actual trades are right here. That's it. It's a violent market, so manage your risk properly. Smile and trade, and we will see you guys bright and early Monday morning, and we will do this again and again and again. Have a good one.